Recording is rolling. It is Tuesday, March 11th, Zoetrope day 2. So yesterday, gave you guys this template. You guys drew some animation frames, cut these out. And at this point, it probably looks about like this. Now, I know everybody works at a little bit different pace. Some of you guys might need to catch up to a step, and some of you guys might be past a step. But I'm going to pick up from here and show you guys how to finish this project. So here's the model we're working toward. Again, we're making this zoetrope. So if we get this to spin, and you're looking through these windows on the side, now this is kind of hard to make work on the camera, just the angle, but this works really well in real life. There are some models hanging around from the ceiling. You guys can do this if you want to check them out. If you look through the windows, you can see this animation of, I have a cat running. Actually, same one here I printed out. So that's what I got. Most of you guys drew your animation frames yesterday. Okay, we're up to this point. Okay, so I got my windows cut out. I'm gonna glue these together like this, but wait, not quite yet, because I see this window is gonna be covered up by this margin. Okay, you guys see that? Okay. Now, remind you guys a little bit too is there were margins both on the left and the right side. Now I cut the margins on the right side off, but I left the left margins in place so I could have something to glue it on. Right? But this margin gets in the way of this window. Right? So I do need to solve that. Now I could cut out a little skinny window and make them align, but I think what's easier to do is I'm just going to cut a notch right here. So cut a notch. Okay. That should do it. All right, and then that should be out of the way. Okay. Remember, I want my windows to all be evenly spaced. If you guys want to measure, like how many centimeters is it from window to window? Yeah, of course, they're all evenly spaced on the printed page, right? But then going across from one panel to the other panel, make sure that that spacing is consistent. Yeah, it looks consistent right there, right? On my animation frames, okay. Right. Oh, I know also when I wrap this around into a cylinder shape, the same is going to be true on the other side. See, like, looks like that window is being covered right there. So same thing over here. We gotta cut a notch in this one. So cut. Copy, chop, chop. Now it's ready to go. I think I am. Done with the scissors for now until we get to the string. Okay. So time to glue this together. And some guys are at this point where I am right now. Some of you guys did glue yours together yesterday already. The end of yesterday, there were a few cylinders even. Okay, but put this together. Okay, that looks pretty good. And I can take my ruler, use it as a straight edge, make sure that, yeah, that looks all even right there. That's all straight. That's all straight right there. Okay. So it's pretty good, pretty good. Okay. So press and hold this for a few seconds, dry. Okay. All right, then wrap this around and glue on the other side. So wrap this around here. Let's say, I know I want to put the glue on this margin. Okay, my animation frame is going to glue on top of that. Okay, so glue around. Okay, keep those windows even space. I'll look on the inside to make sure that everything's lined up. It looks pretty good right there. Okay. So you guys been working with glue and paper in this class for quite a few projects. So just press and hold that for a few seconds and good to go. All right, there it is. There's my cylinder. So
Say that.
now all I got to do is string it up. So tie the strings on and there you go. Now, I think you guys have 12 windows. Is that right? You guys got 12 windows? Okay. Now, the way that I'm putting the string on, there could be different ways to do this, but the way I'm going to do it is tie a loop on one side and take the same string, go over to the window on the exact opposite side and tie it there, and do that for the pairs of windows all the way around. Now, if you have 12 windows, that means you have 6 pairs of windows, right? 6 pairs of windows. Okay. So, just gotta cut some string. I think a pretty good length of string is the width of your desk. If you go from the left side to the right side of your desk, that is 60 centimeters. If you go a little shorter than that, it'll still work. But if you have a little excess length, then that could be helpful. It's better to err on the side of being a little too long rather than a little too short. So I'm gonna cut some strings that are that long, about 60 centimeters long each, which is again the width of your desk from left to right. You can use that as a good benchmark right there. Right, boom, 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 boom. I got some strings. Time to string this up. First, I'll walk around in a few minutes and help you guys out too. But here's how I'm doing this: is tie loop right there, and then repiece out loop, pull it taut, and boom, I got it knot. Aha! So now that's tied in place. So you go over to the exact opposite window. Looks like this one right here. All right, same thing. Make a loop on this side. Loop, and then loop again to make a knot. Bam. Right, one string down. Yeah. Actually, it should work right there. If you want to do a trial run on your Zoetrope, probably work with just that. Okay. But if you leave this hanging for like a few days, then in the Florida humidity and the weight of it, it's gonna get all work. Okay. So I'm gonna keep going and keep stringing this all the way around so that you can even leave this hanging from your ceiling for years. It'll probably still be good. So wow. Bam, got a good knot right there. All right, opposite window.
Exactly. Doesn't look like it's having a spasm. You would eat it. Yeah, well, I didn't have all the screen. Should have given me in.
Things will look all the same.
Peace, buddy. Monkeys. Just swallow. We don't need you. Swallow fucking goo.
Got my strings on, all tied all the way around. Okay, so last thing you gotta do is get this top knot right here. So I need to bring all the strings together into a cone shape. And I think a really good way to do that is to dunk this whole thing upside down, shake the strings out. Okay. And your strings will probably be a little bit different length from each other. Some a little longer, some a little shorter. That's okay. You can also do a different technique where you cut it one string for every single individual window and then bring all the ends together like this. Right. So it's a different way to do it. But the end effect of the same is I'm getting this cone shape right here. It's cone shape. Okay. So okay. Now it looks like this side of the strings are a tiny bit longer than on this side. So I'm just gonna do some adjustments. Just pull this way a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little more even. Okay. Even all the way down. Here's that spin. Oh yeah, look at that spin. Yeah. That's got an axis going right down the center of that cylinder. That's exactly what I want right there. So now take all these top strings. make a big top knot.
Zoetrope right now.
Point. There you go. Look at it from the side. Oh yeah, there's that running cat. Well, can only see that from the side.
For a while.
There you go.
I'm okay.
Zoetrope.
I'm gonna get a haircut. When my hair
So-
gets long.
I will, of course, walk around, help you guys out, and about the last 15 minutes or so, I'm gonna throw up a TED with a Bolovato illusion. So that'd be fun. But for now, walk around class and make sure you guys are maybe it'll finish putting the Zoetrope together.
Like the talking thing where people talk.